Hello again, Dave here. I'll combine 3 more travel days into one. I spent the night in Santa Cruz, and of course I had the tire issue, so early in the morning I found a gas station and topped off the tire again, and I'd done a little research prior to this morning, and it's amazing. I found out most all shops don't open until 10 a.m. and I'm burning a half a day of daylight practically before any place even opens. And so I was still in limbo as far as who would have a tire. I just knew there was a Honda dealership in San Jose up north, getting close to Oakland and all that. So I worked my way up there and got there like an hour early, and was able to talk to the manager, the service manager. He was in early, really nice guy, good group of people. And they, of all things, no tire, of course. And so I did some more researching around there and finally found the tire shop. He confirmed, too, that the tire I needed was across town at another motorcycle shop. And so I had to wait till then, call him to confirm. And then I had him top off my tire again a little bit, and then I headed over across town and was able to grab the tire and then go back to the dealer and have it mounted. So all said and done, I burned about, 8 hours there, and finally got back on the road about 2. But I was set. It was good. To say it's all part of the experience. And in the meantime, I decided I headed back down, planned to stay another night in Santa Cruz at a different hotel. I'm not really a fan of the particular Hampton Inn I was in, and so they have another one, so I made a reservation for it. But anyway, I headed on down south as quick as I could, south of Monterey and Carmel, and I got to go over the Bixby Bridge. It was I say childhood, early teenager bucket list thing. Ever since I saw, used to be an old TV series called Then Came Bronson with Michael Parks, and the opening credits was him riding over the Bixby Bridge. And crazy things happened, but I told myself I was going to ride over it one day, and today I made it happen. And it was a fantastic experience. I hung around there for a while, and then headed on further south some until there was another landslide, but got closer around Big Sur. And then, of course, it was getting a little later in the day, so I booked it on back up to Santa Cruz for the night. And was able to get the room and kind of take a shower and rest a little bit and go out for dinner. And so it ended up being a fantastic day, considering. And so then I headed on the next morning up through San Francisco, the Golden Gate Bridge. I mean, wow. I walked across the bridge. Such a cool experience to see Alcatraz. Looked like a toy out there. What a wild and crazy place it used to be. But anyway, it was a great experience. And then headed on further north and made my way up to a little town called Willits. I believe that's how you pronounce it. And it's right in the thick of things as far as the redwood forest. And so I was able to stay there. I spent 2 nights. And so I went on, and then the next morning I did quite a bit of riding around, checking out the trees and going through one of the drive-through trees, which was fantastic. Just so old. I mean, it's older than it was there before it was growing. Gosh, 400 or 500 years before Jesus was born, and just mind-boggling the age of these trees, and let alone being able to drive or ride through it. And then spent a little time there, and then came back through. Came down to what's called the grandfather tree. It's just a massive tree, and it's close to 2,000 years old itself. So just a fantastic day, and everything I would dream and expected it would be. So spent another night in Willits, and then I headed on and said I'm going to try to make it to Yosemite. And it was about a 5+ hour ride to it. And when I was getting closer, I got to thinking and realized that national parks these days, you have to have reservations to get in. And, of course, when I thought about it, I had no phone signal. I was able to finally find a little reception to get some internet. and it's a government, so I even tried a couple numbers and nobody answered, and so what a surprise. So I went on and the time didn't work because by the time I understand a lot of times that national parks after maybe 5 p.m. you're allowed to go on in, no reservations, later in the day. But it was like it was still, if I did that, it was still 3 hours plus down to Bakersfield where I was planning on spend the night again, and it just didn't work. I would have been riding through the countryside in the dark, and of course, what's the purpose of riding through the countryside if you can't see anything either? So, and not knowing for sure if I could even get into Yosemite, and it was still like 2.5, 3 hours away when I was working through this in my head. So I decided to pass. So anyway, the end of the rest of the day, I made it down about 3 more hours. I made it down to Bakersfield and spent a night, and all worked out great. So then I'm gonna from Bakersfield. I will start heading back east. So anyway, that's all. That's plenty, I suppose. So hope you enjoy the pics and videos. And until the next one, thank you. Well, it's me again. I just wanted to add one other thing. For whatever reason, I'm still learning here on these video editing deals, but the photo selections and then the sequence gets willy-nilly. I try to do the best I can because I have to upload and download and turn around and upside down and to get everything kind of in place, and then when it goes to the editor, things are kind of woppy-jawed. So sorry for that. I'm not giving up on it, but I finally get frustrated and say, well, it is what it is, so I figure I'd just make a comment. So anyway, it's they're all there. It's just 2 or 3 or half a dozen of them get out of whack, so out of sequence. So anyway, I appreciate you bearing with me. So all right, thanks a lot.